I want to. Look. I-35 with the top down, quick to tell a hater they should get like me. Seem like everybody wanna be the boss, but it costs and these lames ain't shit like me. Drop a couple bands on the crypto fans, know my shit go. I ain't gotta tell them what it is. Tell them I'm a grown ass man, so you'll never fool me with the cap you be selling to the kids. Shorty, we the lords of the land, we wavy. Bad little mama tryna have a nigga baby. In a coupe seat color like gravy. Children of the sun, why these niggas so shady? Boss talk with the wolf pack, I ain't never look back. Got a couple bands and I flip that. I be chillin' with my shorty, got the crib on karate. Keep up, little baby, that's a kickback. Can't flex on a nigga living hate free, but he say real, but I know the nigga can't be. Pay a nigga up for the late fee. Hit her from the side till I get home safely. Got 3 chains on me, neck strong, and a bitch checks long, and a bitch I'm up now. And I make little baby feel good in the hood around you. Shorty can't put a cup down. Glide through your hood like soap on a runway. No sleep, check a bag on a Sunday. Get it in a moment, I don't gotta say one day. Be cool, he don't really want gunplay. Slide through your side like a spoon on ice cream. Say I'm falling off, baby, that's a pipe dream. Everybody win when they ball for the right team. Gotta shine like a star on a light beam. Get into the cash, stop.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy, Brian, L. Brian, Trade Wrestling. That's Adrian. What is up, everybody? What an episode of HBO Max. Or what is it? Not HBO Max. AEW on Max.
Yeah, excellent episode. The first ever wrestling promotion to broadcast simultaneously live on a streaming platform on January 1st, 2025. The first wrestling promotion to do it on a weekly televised show, not pay-per-views or PLEs.
Exactly.
Michael in the house. Yo, what's up, Michael?
Michael in his house. So, dude, you know what's crazy is like this show, I was so excited because the show started and the stream quality was clear. It was amazing. I don't know what it is, dude. It just seemed a lot clearer on HBO Max, on Max. What did you think, Adrian?
Yeah, actually, that's actually my Kaylin pointed it out when we were watching Dynamite. She was like, "Is it look? Does the picture look a little bit more clear?" She also noticed a little bit more of better camera angles.
Yes.
So there was a lot of production change in AEW. I noticed that the hard cam got elevated a little bit.
Yes.
Maybe you know how they put the hard cam like on the lower level in WWE or like where they normally do it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming since there's a lot of empty seats, they had to scoot it up a few rows up and have them point down.
Or it could just be that they're doing small arenas now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to put it up.
Exactly, bro. Kind of like when they do that with Mexican soccer when they go to like I don't know, some trash stadium, bro. They have some awkward angles.
Yes.
Like Estadio Akron.
Akron.
No.
one of the worst stadiums to ever be built. Want to talk about worst fan base, Brian? I know we're leaning a little bit towards soccer here, but that is one of the worst fan bases. I mean, I know AEW fans are delusional, but Guadalajara fans are delusional as fuck, thinking what 9 trophies, 10 trophies is more than 16.
Exactly. Make it make sense. Just how people are like coping that this show is good. This show's not good. Michael says, wait till January 6th, fellas. Just wait. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
WWE's going to show us how it's done.
Wait, what happened on January 6th?
The day that will go down in history, Adrian. The day that WWE Monday Night Raw.
Yep, that's the only. Actually, January 6th is also Dia de Rosca for us. So yeah, January 6th is going to be one of them. It's going to be a day that I'm going to be looking forward to. Watch my rosca, eat my rosca, get baby Jesus, abuelita hot chocolate, and Monday Night Raw. Pause on that Raw. It's going to be a good show, man. Next week, banger card. You see the card?
Banger. We're talking about Dynamite still? We're talking about Raw.
I'm just saying Raw. I mean, I'm excited.
Raw is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see Monday Night Raw. We got John Cena. We got 2 great matches with great storylines. We're going to crown the Intercontinental Women's Champion on Raw. We get to see, what's his name? The rapper guy? What's his name?
John Cena?
No, what's his name? Tyler Scott. What's his name?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Bro, I don't know. Is my guy. Travis Scott is going to be there. Shit, bro. It's gonna be a good day.
Tyler Scott.
Legends.
You're probably
Legends
thinking
will
about
be
that.
there.
Yeah, Legends would be there.
Mhm.
Possibly could The Rock appear?
The Rock is
Maybe.
scheduled to be there as well.
Yep. The Tribal Chief is finally gonna get his Ulafala back. Mommy's
His
potential
Ufalala, or what do you call it?
Ufalafa.
Ufalafa?
Ooh, Brian, do you? I know we're talking a little bit about WWE, but since we're on the topic, Rey Mysterio, man, when he was having that backstage altercation with the New Day,
Mhm.
actually pointed out which ones are you, which ones are you, which ones are your friends are you going to partner up with against us? They mentioned mask, no mask, hat, no hat guy. A lot
It's
of
gonna be
people
the
are
Zero
saying
Fear guy.
It's going to be Zero Fear guy. Yeah, they were predicting Penta. But do you think that would kind of? I mean, where does Dragon Lee go from here? I mean, he was dubbed as the next big star after Rey Mysterio. Now he's an afterthought.
It means that after all the rumors, he has joined the LWO, Adrian.
Yeah.
He got drafted to the LWO. I don't think it's gonna be him.
No.
No, it's gonna be Dragon Lee.
Yeah, it has to be Dragon Lee, bro. I mean, he's a speed champion right now. I know that's the ceiling right now for Mexicans, and I want better and bigger things for Mexicans, especially in WWE and in AEW. I mean, we saw how the AEW treated Penta, and how they're treating Phoenix right now in their final years of their contract.
Mhm.
We've been waiting for LW to do something. They haven't done nothing in the last 2 years. Hopefully, Penta could turn that around. So, hopefully, man.
A lot of good stuff forward to look to January 6th. But right now, let's talk about AEW's debut on Max. And they had some issues. Lots of echoes going throughout the like commercial segments. They'd come back to like just echoes.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Speaking of commercial segments, Brian, this picture in picture on Dynamite, it is not available on Max. I was a little bit surprised how picture in picture was not available on Max. Me myself, I enjoy picture in picture. I know some fans on social media don't, but I was a little upset that they took that away from me on Max. So I still had to watch on my Hulu app on my phone to see what's going on during picture in picture.
You know, I expected them to do picture in picture. I was actually surprised they didn't do it. I was just like, well, this is weird. And the show is terribly paced because I feel like they still rely on picture in picture.
Yes.
It's like worse than WWE, you know, like they do the entrances, they get like 15 seconds of the match and then they go to commercials.
Yes. Oh no,
It's like,
yeah, and even before that, you have one wrestler sit out there for like 10 minutes.
yeah. They would do that as well. The wrestler would have an entrance, they go commercial break, then they'd come back, have a segment, have a promo, and then they show the wrestler in the ring, and then the other wrestler would get their
Yeah.
entrance. They'd have like a minute match, and then they go to commercial break again.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand these promotions want to fill in time, but this is a bad way to do it. I mean, there's better ways. I mean, it's 2025 and we're still getting squash matches 2-on-1 with Will Hobbs versus John Cruz and a jobber.
Mhm.
I mean, you could have left that out the show. You could have built up Julia Hart a little bit more. You could have had another backstage segment to set up another match for Collision. It's just little things AEW needs to leave behind in 2024, and it looks like they're still gonna keep on doing them, and hopefully they change that those jobber squash matches. Because you know me, I'm a sicko, but I don't defend AEW as much as some other sickos. This we're 5 years in and they're still doing squash matches, bro. There's
And especially it's like it's Powerhouse Hobbs. It's not even like a new wrestler. Somebody that's in there from the beginning. So I get what you're saying, Adrian.
Yeah.
What do you think, brothers Bronson? You think this is what do you think about AEW's streaming deal here with Max? But yeah, dude, I agree 110%. Powerhouse Hobbs beating John Cruz and Jobber Guy 2 versus 1. Didn't need it. Didn't need it nowadays. And yes, he did just lose to Takeshita. And I guess you're trying to rebuild him, but that's not the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done a backstage promo saying that, oh, it was just an off night. Have somebody interrupt that promo, set up a match for Collision.
Exactly.
Build Hobbs again, you know. Hell, it could have even been John Cruz to interrupt Will Hobbs in a backstage segment. At least give us a little, and he's with the company, so I mean, you know. So it's not like it's
Exactly.
an outside talent or local talent.
It's Serpentico,
Jobber and two
the
gimmicks.
guy who's the double the jobber on both of his characters. Man, it's crazy. But you know what? One thing I did realize here on Adrian was that the first match they were going and explaining a lot of things about wrestling. Like they went and explained Orange Cassidy's pocket gimmick. They went and explained
Yep.
like stuff to, like, for example, they explained the pockets thing. They explained that, oh, we don't talk about the turnbuckle being just a little padding on the protecting the like the little metal piece,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, when they're announcing these things, I'm like, these people are expecting casual fans to pop up on Max and click on it. That's what they're expecting, and that's what this first match was. And I'm gonna be the negative person right here, right?
Go for it.
I'm glad that we have, like he says, I'm glad that we have another outlet for entertainment in wrestling. I get it. I'm glad that wrestlers have another chance to make money. But if your first match, first of all, it was kind of hard to find AEW on Max. I expected it to be like in the front page. It was on the front page for me. I like had to like search for it.
Oh,
did you have to search for yours?
No, it's right up
Was it
top.
on front?
I mean, I'm subscribed to it, so it was on my front page.
Oh, okay. Got it. Well, there's
But-
that. So it was not on my front page. So I had to click on it and I had to go search for it. But regardless of that, I feel like as a casual fan, the first match you see is Orange Cassidy versus Hangman Page, and you see Hangman eat 3 orange punches and still win. I think that's ridiculous, Adrian. Like, that's his finishing move, right? It's the orange punch.
Yeah, that is his finishing move. But I mean, you're looking at Hangman, he's getting a character change. You're looking at Orange Cassidy. Not to take anything away from a wrestler, but it's like, I mean, there's somebody that if there's a wrestler that if you don't want something to be sold, like for example, Orange Cassidy and Hangman Adam Page, I mean, just look at the body types, look at their characters, look at their gimmicks. I don't think one orange punch should take people out. I think 2 or 3, like Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes does 2 crossroads to take somebody out, so it kind of kills the finish already. Someone like Orange Cassidy,
but
you need
but they still sell them, Adrian.
Yes.
They don't fucking eat 3 orange punches and then it's just on the apron like this. And then
Orange Cassidy's not a top guy. He's barely mid-card guy. I mean, he's
not a top guy, Adrian.
He's not a main eventer.
He's the locker room leader of AEW. That's what they've been forcing down my throat.
Hey, yo!
He's the locker room leader, dude.
I mean, come on, bro. Are you gonna sell 2 crossroads from Cody Rhodes or 5 orange punches from Orange Cassidy? Which one's more realistic?
I haven't seen anybody kick out from 2 crossroads.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has kicked out. Yeah, Goldberg.
Back-to-back ones.
Which ones?
Like if he does them back to back.
Yeah.
I'm calling fake news, bro. Either way, 3 orange punches, no selling motherfuckers over there in AEW, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was if I was a casual person, just like, oh, they have wrestling on Max. Let's tune in to see what they have. And the first thing you see is John Moxley and some other person having a promo or having like vignettes. I'd be like, what the hell is this? And then I see who the fuck is this scrawny ass motherfucker named Orange Cassidy with his pockets, bro.
There you go. You just said it. Scrawny guy with his hands in his pockets. That's so. But yes, nobody sells anything in AEW. I mean, I don't think
I'm blowing my nose.
Cassidy's finisher should be taken so seriously. I mean, yeah, it kills the gimmick, but I mean, he's no John Moxley, he's no Kenny Omega, he's no Okada. I mean, I just think one orange punch shouldn't be taking people out, especially after Orange Cassidy ran through the division or ran through AEW twice as champion. I think it's time they finally start taming him down.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Hangman Adam Page. Hopefully, he continues on. He delivers 2 dead eyes on Orange Cassidy at the end. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully he wins the Casino Gauntlet because
yes,
that's what I want to see. Let's see. Let's take a time to read some of these comments. Ben Doucette says, "Rated R Cope, the worst fucking name ever."
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Alex Cobb, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the show? Adrian, I'm going to give it to you first because you are the resident AEW mark.
Yep. Like I mentioned earlier, there were some good things on this show, good matches, but the little things that AEW needs to leave behind in 2024. It's kind of dropping some numbers for me, but we're doing out of 5 or out of 10, Brian?
Let's do it at 10.
Out of 10, I'll probably say probably 8.5, maybe.
8.5, bro. You fuck.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Those shows are 5.
Nah, bro. I mean,
It was bad, Adrian. We had, and you say good matches. Which match was good outside of the main event?
the main event, Hangman and Page, whatchamacallit, Orange Cassidy. That was a good match.
What?
Julia Hart.
Julia, get the fuck out of here. Julia Hart.
Brian, you glazed Jay Cargill, bro. I see what makes you cheer. Your boost mean nothing, my guy. I see what makes you cheer, bro. You glazed Jay Cargill, bro. And you don't want to say anything bad about Jay?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull back the curtain. Yes, I glaze her because of her. Yes, because she is. Look at her physique. She's a star. If she fucking has a misstep on a stinger splash, like it's not that big of a deal. But Julia Hart and Jamie Hayter straight no selling every fucking thing, bro. The entire match.
It's no big deal when somebody. This is why I don't argue with WWE fans on social media, because there's always something that they always got to defend on one side, but they talk trash on the other side. This is why.
Star power goes a long way. Julia Hart proved to us that she was nothing more than a gimmick because the wrestling skill isn't there.
What star power are you talking about in Jade Cargill? She's in no red carpets. She's not when WWE's doing any media press or anything. She's
Just
not even
take one look at her, Adrian. That's all the star power you need.
And where's she at? How come her wrestling hasn't gotten better? You said Jade Cargill was there to achieve bigger and better things outside of the ring. So she's just there for a meal ticket, not even wrestling?
She's injured. This guy. See, Brian spitting facts, bro.
Spitting facts, bro. I'm over here with 2 people who glaze a company who ignore the bad booking, but I leave it at that. I'm just like, I mean, I don't see that.
Oh, Alex Cobb. I think the whole product as a whole was definitely an 8. Pit Viper guy's right.
Yep. And also, speaking about, since we're on the Jade Cargill topic, I made a post today because I wanted to talk about this. I put a dream match, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. And have you seen the comments on there, Brian?
No, I haven't.
Not one person wants to see that match, and every single comment said Jade Cargill is a bad wrestler. Not my words. That's the fans' words. And you guys can look it up at the comments right here on this post that I posted earlier today. So it's not just the sickos. It's not just the WWE fan base. It's pretty much everybody, Brian. And I don't think Jade Cargill has it. She hasn't improved.
But why are you bringing up Jade Cargill when we're talking about Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart?
Because, like I said, your boos mean nothing, bro. We seen what you glaze. And you're going to talk about, I mean, I understand Julia Hart's, 22 years old? Jade Cargill has had the best trainers in the game. She's trained at the best facilities, at the Dungeon with Julia Hart, at the Performance Center. She's taking acting classes left and right. And she's worse than when she left the AEW.
This guy, Adrian. I don't know, man.
Ignore the facts,
I hear you.
bro. Ignore the facts, bro.
I just want to say there's no selling existent in this match. There's a lot of just sitting waiting. They don't understand what moves they're doing together. There's points and times where Julia Hart was trying to knee Jamie Hayter, and Jamie Hayter just kind of hits her and they ignores the knees. Then that was in the corner spot. It was a bad match, dude. There's no way around it.
Oh yeah, it was a bad match. I wouldn't say bad. It was a little struggles here and there. As Julia Hart's first match back in over how long? She's also 22 years old. Rookie still in the game. Jamie Hayter came back at All In. Still hasn't grabbed. She hasn't been the same since she's returned. So I wasn't expecting a 5-star banger like we see in Mercedes Moné's matches. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say that it was bad. I'm not gonna say that it was the worst match ever. You know,
I'm gonna say it was the worst match of this night, bro. Especially when Mercedes Moné's cutting promo Mercedes Moné and Mariah May was like, it's time for the greatest women's division to prove it. I'm like, no, after the match, I just saw they did not prove it, bro. That's why that shit has me dying.
Yeah.
Come on, Adrian.
No, I understand, bro. I'm not denying that. But see, that's why I brought up Jade Cargill. Because you like to glaze when it's WWE bad. See, this is why I always talk about WWE. And I like to bring up WWE a lot. And I'm known as a heel. Because a lot of fans like to ignore the bad all the time. Mitchin, Chelsea Green, Saturday Night Main Event. Horrible.
No, that match was decent. We're talking about Bailey and Chelsea Green. That match was ass.
That match was horrible.
And that match was ass. Not as bad as this fucking
no,
shit get right now, bro.
Bro, Bailey
at least they can sell.
Brian, look at the match. There was with the wrestling experience Bailey has, and you're gonna say this was bad. You're gonna put a former world champion Bailey that couldn't carry a match with Chelsea Green.
Former world champion Julia Hart that can't carry a match, bro. Same thing.
You're comparing Julia Hart to Bailey?
I'm just saying they're both they were former world champions, Adrian.
Former world champions?
Wait, was she world champion?
You're comparing
No, she was TBS
Julia
champion,
Hart
right?
to Bailey?
I'm just saying. World champions, bro. World champs.
You're comparing Julia Hart to Bailey. Oh my god.
Alex Cobb, AEW does something wrong. Everyone hates WWE. Does something wrong. People glaze it.
I knew sickles were bad when they came to bad takes, but
damn. See, there's no defending the AEW women's division. You know what? I will say this, Adrian. You do have a point that we as WWE fans sometimes overlook certain things. For example, yes, Jade Cargill is not the best in the ring, but for the WWE style, she is decent enough to where she can be overlooked and Bianca Belair carries her. Yes, she's not going to be putting on 5-star bangers, right? But in AEW, that is not, every match you have is supposed to be on point. And that's not because of what I want. That's what they call themselves. We're the best wrestle, Adrian.
Yeah. And WWE calls himself one of the best promotions ever, that every story is cinema.
No, they don't. They say now, forever, together. That's their slogan.
Okay.
Bailey's AW bound? Nah. Maybe, actually. Yeah, I can see that.
I wish Bailey would thrive in AEW. I mean, she had, like I said, she has been world champion in WWE, but every chance she's the world champion, her reigns are not memorable. The storylines are bad. But yes, I mean, I guess
outside like the first one, I want to say, but recently, ass.
Both.
Yeah. Crazy. Let's see. Julia Hart is better than Bailey. Let's get that straight, sir. See, even he agrees, Adrian.
Julia Hart better than Bailey? I'm a sicko, but
no, she's not. not in a million years. That's kind of comical because they did like that fireman's carry neck breaker spot, and instead of like selling it, she just lands on her butt. Is just sitting there like this, waiting for her the next spot. And I'm just like, fucking sell your neck a little bit, like just something. But no, just fucking sits there, waits for the next spot. Terrible.
That was bad.
Me with zero training could probably sell it better.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I could do all the moves. I'm saying I could sell it better. I mean, first you need to pick up 230 pounds of 5'10" Mexican, bro. Do that move on me.
Yo. But you know who could do that move on you, bro? And on January 18th, Jordynne Grace, because she will be at the Barrio for a meet and greet, and that is Barrio Toys at 100 Atkinson Street, January 18th. And she's not coming alone. She's also coming with her boyfriend, Jonathan Gresham as well, and current TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich. That's gonna be a 3-for-1 deal, meet and greet, bro.
Yeah.
I would be pissed if somebody asked for player prices over there.
No, I want to ask how much you can bench press. That's what I want to know. I know people like to ask wrestlers like, "Oh, who's your favorite match? How was it like? How was it like fighting this person?" But I want to be like, "How much do you fucking bench? What is your squat?" Because damn, he's built.
Yeah, and now you're considering taking bodybuilding a little bit further after wrestling. I want her to choke me, bro. I want to be for an inch for my life,
Whoa.
bro. I want to choke me.
This guy. See, Caitlin says, Cargill's entrance alone is worth it. She's presented as a star. That's the difference. WWE talent feel larger than life, and WWE feels like they've got part-time jobs.
Yeah. I mean, they do actually, because they do take indie bookings.
Yeah, they do. That they do.
They do.
But you gotta admit, if you see Jade Cargill and you don't know she's a wrestler, like she's physically imposing. She's fucking.
Oh
jacked.
yeah, absolutely. And then when I find out she's a wrestler and see a match, I'm like, the fuck is this? She's being trained by the best trainers in the business. She has state-of-the-art equipment. She's trained at the dungeon. She's trained at the performance center. What is going on?
Let's see, Bros Bronze. He says Cargill is doing well, just don't like the angle. She's been posting pictures of herself covered in blood on Instagram or social media on X. So we'll see this rebirth. I think we're going to get her versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
You want a spoiler alert, Brian? I don't think fans want that match.
You know what, Adrian? It doesn't matter what the fans want. They don't know what they want.
That's true. That's true, and that's why that's where we're at in wrestling right now.
They wanted Cody Rhodes to be champion, and look, they got Cody Rhodes as champion. Now they're complaining.
Yep.
Exactly.
Remember when Strickland first got the title, and they were already counting on the days until he lost it at All In, and they thought it was going to be Will Ospreay, and it wasn't.
Nope. Ended up being Daniel Bryan a couple months later. Yep. But what has he done lately?
Swerve.
Just have some banger fucking matches. That's what he's been doing. Yeah. Let's see. Moving on. The Acclaimed versus the Hurt Syndicate. Adrian Anthony Bowens walks off after arguing with Max Caster. Hurt Syndicate take advantage. They win. We also didn't get a rap from the Acclaimed either.
That's great. Max Caster has gotten a little cringe. He's building his best wrestler live character gimmick over on Collision Rampage. So the people who are like, oh, where's the rap song? Where's the beef? It's on Collision. I know not a lot of people watch it. But yeah, man. I mean, I think it's time for the Acclaim to split. I mean, they've already done the scissoring. They've aligned themselves with Daddy Ass. I think we need a character change, gimmick change. But yeah, I'm liking this side of Acclaim, or at least I'm tuning in because I want to see where it goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But Hurt Syndicate, man, don't want to talk about wasted talent.
What?
It's Bobby Lashley, dude. The fuck? He's supposed to be one of the hottest wrestlers to like free agents to sign, and he's in tag matches against the Acclaimed. We're breaking up.
Oh, yeah.
I just expected him to be something else, you know.
What do you mean?
At least at this point, I wanted to see him like already feuding with somebody, but he's not really. I thought we were going to feud with Ricochet, but that's not happening.
Could still happen. Ricochet, he has to take care of sort of Strickland first. But like I said, I'm liking this side of Ricochet as well because he has potentially 3 storylines that he can fall into at any moment. Right now, Swerve, probably go with the Hurt Syndicate and Will Ospreay as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I fucking missed this comment.
Which one?
He says, Dave says, we don't overlook that all E guys are on top of AEW. This is true, Adrian. If you look at the top of the card of AEW, who do you see?
What do you mean? Like Moxley in them?
Moxley, Daniel Bryan, all WWE guys, bro.
I mean, doesn't WWE have Ring of Honor guys?
Get the fuck out of here, Adrian. Seth Rollins is like 20 years removed from Ring of Honor.
Hey, Ring of Honor, former Ring of Honor talent.
They'd be like, oh, CM Punk, Ring of Honor, bro. Like 30 years ago. By a former UFC talent.
Cody Rhodes, former AEW talent.
Before that, he was WWE, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
This is why I like messing around with WWE fans, bro. Every time it's, oh, well, they were in WWE, so it's a former WWE. That's all right, you're right. You got an argument. But when it's former AEW, no, it fucking wasn't.
All right. Former Lucha Underground talent Penta signing with WWE, bro.
I could see. I'm seeing a lot of Lucha Underground highlights with Pentagon. I don't know why. I mean, they could use AEW highlights. I don't know why some fans are refusing to use AEW highlights, but Lucha Underground is goated, man. And we need that Pentagon Dark, the breaker of arms back. Because it
Breaker
wasn't
of arms.
really the arm breaking wasn't really a thing in AEW. I mean, you said people don't sell over there. They weren't selling over there either. So hopefully WWE does something good with that arm breaker that Penta does, because that can make a lot of storylines.
I want to say Shayna Baszler was doing the arm breaking thing for a while.
Maybe.
If I remember correctly, I remember that.
See, Shayna Baszler's believable. She's a former MMA, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So we already talked about Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart, so we're not going to get into that anymore. Then we got a Nakata vignette. He won the tournament, and then pretty much calling out Kenny Omega, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Mercedes Monet's video package / promo. She announces she's going to be fighting Mina Shirakawa January 5th for the Rev Pro Championship.
Mercedes Hogan strikes again, bro. She's sniffing the title.
She's sniffing the title.
She's sniffing the title, bro.
A belt you said this yourself, where you're like, as soon as she hits AEW, she's gonna be a belt collector.
Belt collector. She became a belt collector. Her first match, she won a TBS championship.
Yep.
And then she regained her New Japan Strong Championship from. It wasn't Willow, right? No. Somebody.
She was in being in the tournament to crown the first ever one, and she got injured in that match. Roy says, "No, there's no hope with Cope." That's such a bad. I know it's his name, but goddamn, he's like, let's just go by the name of Cope.
Cope, and I saw the graphic where they have the name title, and it's too long. So I'm like, maybe they try to do Cope, but they could always do Copeland in small font. But I think that's gonna be his new name, Cope.
Just Cope.
That's what fans do over there in that place.
Remember, like when WWE, everybody was losing their first name. It was at first it was like Andrade Elidolo.
Yeah.
Or no, it was Andrade Cien Almas was his name, and then he just became Andrade.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali became just Ali.
Yeah.
Adrian Neville became Neville.
Neville. Yep. Yeah.
Pete Dunne became Butch. Those were fucking. Who was the other one?
Oh, I don't remember.
There's a whole bunch of them, dude.
Yeah.
Finn Balor was just Finn for a while, I think.
Or Balor, yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Fucking, it's terrible, dude. People losing their first names. Oh, Austin Theory was just Theory.
Oh, yes, you're right.
That was the weirdest fucking bullshit ever.
And then they put it back to Austin Theory.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Apollo Crews was just Apollo. Yep.
Was it? Oh. Yeah. Apollo. Wait, does he still have his Nigerian gimmick?
No, he doesn't anymore.
Oh. That was cool.
He ditched the Wakanda bro after that movie came out.
Damn.
I'm still calling him Edge. I think everybody's gonna call him Edge.
Yeah, everybody's gonna call him Edge.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Gunther Stark. No, it was Gunther Kaiser. It was Gunther Kaiser and Ludwig Kaiser, and then people complained because Gunther Kaiser was actually a person in the German army back in those days. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I don't want to say it because I don't know if I say the N-word. not that one, but the
German one.
The German one. I don't know how YouTube and Facebook would react, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tony McCon. Hey Adam, you know what rhymes with Coke? Coke. That's your new name.
Speaking, I'm glad Michael just brought that out because I saw. You know the Kanes, the Kane alternate universe that they're just popping up. You ever see that Cocaine character?
Yeah.
You seen his entrance? I just saw his entrance today. You know how Kane goes like this?
Yeah.
This guy went like this.
Yeah.
Go.
I saw it.
And then the announcer, it's like straight from the 100% uncut Colombian jungle. It's cocaine. And he goes,
damn, bro. Those I don't know, fucking indie wrestlers, man. Blue Cane, now known as Blue Pain, was like the best ever. The first to come out and do it, and they had the fucking the snow coming out. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that shit was dope. And Candy Cane.
I remember this. Roy says, remember when WWE originally named that one all-female group the Submission Sorority and dropped it after 1 week because there's Yes, I remember
The
that.
submission sorority.
I remember that, dude. I forgot who was in it. I forget who the fuck was in it though.
If
The
I Google
submission
this,
sorority.
if
I
I
want to
Google this,
say it was recent. It wasn't that long ago.
where in NXT or where?
It was in WWE. Dice Gerson dice, no me gustó ese episodio de hoy. ¿Sabes? A mí tampoco. Para mí, un 5 de 10.
5 de 10.
Y para Adrián, ¿cuánto?
Unas 8 pulgadas.
Wow.
Like, wow. Damn, yeah, it had its misses. I expect a little bit more from the show. Like I said, the squash matches, leave them in 2024. And if you are going to have squash matches, use your own talent, except for John Cruz. Oh, speaking about Roy's comment, if I Google the submission sorority, what do I need to type extra?
Type
So I
in
don't get
WWE,
it?
bro.
Okay, type in
I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on.
because I don't want to.
Submission sorority.
I don't want to do it at work and have somebody watch me. Be like, yo, what are you watching?
That's the first thing that comes up on Reddit. Do you guys remember? They were all, let's see, these 3 women were all part of a team PCB when WWE did the Divas Revolution submission. It was Paige, Charlotte, and Becky.
Oof. Yes, please give me that faction back.
Yep.
You just had to say Charlotte.
And then this is the second article. Paige tried to tell WWE creative that submission sorority was a really porny name.
Porny?
Porny.
Was this before?
I'm going to say it was after because
okay.
Yeah. Submission sorority.
Damn.
Good times. Good
Oh
times.
shit.
Oh man. Let's see. Michael says that Kane needs a WWE ID ASAP. So you know what? I'm going to say something here. I've obviously there's a lot of people signed to WWE ID, and at first I just thought it was a way for WWE to to get talent and just hold them hostage. Be like maybe they're interested, maybe they're not interested, but they're interested enough to, if someone else wants to sign, they want the first right of denial.
Yeah.
And then for the wrestler, it's good for them to sign those contracts because they're like, hey, I'm WWE ID, so if I work for you, I'm going to charge you more money.
Yes.
And one of those guys accepted a match at our local wrestling place against another former AEW NXT talent, local to Sacramento, missing a tooth. That's all I'm going to say. I just think it's crazy that I've never heard of this person before, but all of a sudden now he's doing tours all the way over here.
The WWE ID guy?
Yep.
Yeah. See, and this is why I hate the social media sometimes. When WWE release something like this, it's good for both parties, for wrestling and all together. And you have your trolls already attacking WWE, holding wrestlers hostage. Nah, I mean, WWE has first dibs at their contract. So if they could offer a contract from TNA, NWA, wrestling promotions overseas, or AEW, WWE has first dibs to sign them or release them, or they could counter offer. And they could potentially make the other promotion overpay for said talent.
Exactly.
WWE is winning, and at the end of the day, the wrestler is winning. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Exactly. Roy says, isn't there a GAY Kane? Think he's called Gain. Yeah, GAYNE Gain, like that.
Gain, yeah.
And then he does like the very like he goes
flamboyant, yeah.
Yeah, like for instance, like that.
When he does the fire, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that. That's what he does. Let's see. Undisputed Kingdom promo. We got all divisions covered. We got the trios division. We got the singles division. We even got the tag division covered. Kyle O'Reilly talks, and I forgot he knew how to talk, dude.
Yeah, I forgot him too. I forgot he knew how to talk. Even when he was with the conglomeration, he just delivered a few one-liners. I always thought the promo guys was Adam Cole in that faction and Roddy.
It's almost like Vince McMahon was onto something when he told Adam Cole to be a manager.
Yeah, especially when he was moving up to the roster. I mean, now I see why Vince wanted to do that for Adam Cole. Yeah, man. I mean, look, So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Roderick Strong says, he's like, I'm gonna qualify for the. He sounded so fucking nerdy. He said, I'm gonna qualify for the casino gauntlet, but once we get in, guys, it's every man for themselves. And then walked off. He sounded so weird, like a nerd.
Yeah, that's.
And as soon as he said that, I knew this motherfucker was gonna lose. Because it's Jay White, Roddy Strong, and Swerve Strickland. So who's the odd man out there, Adrian?
Yeah, who was gonna take the pin?
Who was gonna take the pin? But Ricochet actually hits Swerve Strickland with scissors from the crowd. Of course, then they give us the shot that he did hit him with the scissors, but of course the scissors were, I don't know. I don't have scissors here. They're closed. Like he has the point. Yeah. He did it safely. If I had the camera angle after I did it, I'd lift it up and like actually hold it like a regular person would hold them scissors. But scissors, screwdrivers, we just gotta fucking stop using these weapons.
I'm with you on that one. But I'm glad that happened because it made established Ricochet as a heel. Now he's embracing the boos from the crowd. He's obviously going to catch more heat following this move. But yeah, more about the match. Yes, Roderick Strong was the odd man out here, but he showed that he can handle his own against two top talents.
He's a great wrestler, yes.
He's a great wrestler, and he's a believable wrestler. More believable than Adam Cole, more believable than Butch, and they're all the same height. But see, Roderick Strong, just something about his aura and his style that if we're picking sides, like who do you want to take as a wrestler? Hands down, I'm gonna pick Roderick Strong over Adam Cole and Butch.
Oh yeah, this is true. The only thing I want to say about this is, regardless of me talking shit, I will say that at least we're fucking bladed, not like Kyle Fletcher, not like Will Ospreay when he got hit in the head with a screwdriver and there was no blood. Yeah. So he was bleeding a lot. And it made it really believable, and I like that. But I didn't like that Undisputed Kingdom came out and made the save.
Yeah, and they made the save late too. It's like, bro, that's not even your teammate.
Yeah,
Speaking of blood, bro, I just noticed. When was the last time Moxley bled in AEW TV? I mean, I know he bled on World's End, but that was by accident. But when did
I think he literally just bladed the back of his head, Adrian.
Oh, but before that, when was the last time he bladed though? Before it was like every week, even on Rampage, he was blading 3 times a week.
Yeah, over nobodies, bro. Fucking John Cruz and Serpentico bleeding. No, yeah. I mean, he hasn't bled in a while, and I'm all here for it. Michael says Butch is an animal. Make no mistake. Pete Dunne is an animal.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is.
All right, we briefly talked about this Mariah May promo. She pretty much sums it up that there's no one in the women's tag division. It's time for the greatest women's division to prove it that they are the greatest.
Are they going to prove it, Brian?
No, they're not. No. I mean, these are the things, like, you guys have so many women.
They have.
And nobody's main event quality right now.
Nobody. That's another thing that I want to add on the 2025 of Dynamite. Add more women's matches, more women's segments. You can take away the squash matches. Add another woman match, another women's segment. Build up the women's division. Set up matches on Dynamite to have them on Collision. They need to book, and same with the tag team division. The tag team division is mainly on Collision and Rampage. Rampage is dead, so I mean Collision is there, and I mean a fraction of sickos only watch Collision.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, is Collision gonna be on Max as well, or no?
Yes.
It is. Okay, perfect. All right, there's that. Then we also get Jeff Jarrett's teaser here. Everybody assumes he's teasing retirement, but he actually teases that he re-signed with AEW. It's gonna be his final talent contract, and he wants to be AEW World Champion. AEW pushing young talent.
AEW Tony Khan pushing young talent, bro.
I'm okay with it, bro. That was one of my favorite parts to watch, like a couple years ago.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett was entertaining as hell.
Yeah, great wrestler. He knows what to do. I like Double J Jeff Jarrett, and hopefully he Hopefully he gets his world title shot opportunity. I don't think he's gonna win it. And I don't want him to win it, but I think knowing Tony Khan, he's gonna win, bro.
I do like Jeff Jarrett. He does have a good eye for wrestling. I mean, he briefly told us his history on wrestling, and so is his family and what he did to become a wrestler. I wouldn't mind seeing him get his flowers. Do I want him to actually get his flowers? Probably not. But I mean, it'd be a nice nice run for him to catch the title, to see what his path to the title is.
It's Casino Gauntlet, bro. That's what he said.
So already, damn, Tony Khan booking, damn.
He says I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna get my title shot. Lee says, be more relevant. WWE is the best. TNA overshadows AEW. I'm not, bro. I mean, I'm be real here. I do like TNA, but they're not second stringers.
Yeah,
like AEW.
And then most of their top talent is leaving in 2025.
Yeah,
Josh Alexander, Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, possibly rumored going to WWE.
And the shows are taped, so you kind of know what's going to happen like 2 weeks before ahead of time. That's the other thing about it.
Yeah, see, that's what I want in TNA. I mean, WWE or TNA is owned by Endeavor, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I want them to at least try to get a TV deal. I know that's going to be hard for WWE to have another promotion with them, to getting another TV deal. This is what we wanted when we got the little partnership. I want WWE to actually do help TNA and be the TNA that it once was. But they're taking all of their top talent and they're only sending their nobodies from NXT. It's a bad partnership, in my opinion.
I get what you're saying. They're sending nobodies, but on the flip side, when they were partnering up with AEW, I mean, they got Kenny Omega, who stole all their titles, and pretty much everybody they sold over there, all the TNA titles were on AEW.
They got them a lifeline through the pandemic.
Yeah, it did.
That's one thing a lot of people overlook, because TNA, I don't think TNA would have survived through the pandemic.
No. Yeah, you're right. I think we agree with that. Let's see. Bring up my piece of paper here. Jeff Jarrett. Next up was the Hook promo. We're going to get Hook versus Christian Cage in 2 weeks at Maximum Carnage. Some other things were teased as well. We also got a tease of rated FTR versus the Learning Tree on Collision. And next week, Kenny Omega returns to AEW. And we also get the Casino Battle Royale next week.
Yeah. Hook. We know where Hook is at in our opinions. I like that AEW's promoting matches weeks in advance. But this is Hook we're talking about. I know there's a small fan base for Hook, but how many of those 500 viewers on Dynamite actually tune in to watch Hook?
Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, leave them on Dynamite, or I mean, leave them on Collision would be better in my opinion, but I mean, what can you do? I'm not the booker. I mean, I think Tony Khan thinks he knows best because he's a wrestling fan, but what do we know, bro? We're just marks.
Exactly. We're just some internet marks. Lee Coleman says, you don't agree with AEW retired wrestlers that were cut? Are you talking about like Mark Henry? Like that? Like him saying that TNA is better? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, he said that?
No, I mean, I forgot who said that, but somebody said that shit. I know Mark Henry, he had a lot of things to say about AEW, mostly because nobody listened to his ideas, which seems to be like the main thing.
Yeah, that's something that AEW telling, if they want to have a job past 2025, they need to start listening to not just don't listen to the boss, listen to the veterans that are backstage and the legends. You have Daddy Az, you have Taz, JR, Tony Schiavone, Jeff Jarrett. There's a lot of fucking backstage veterans that can teach a lot to these youth, and they don't suck up all this information.
So I don't know, bro. That's the other thing. Is like, who is young, fresh talent in AEW right now?
Besides Jeff Jarrett,
I mean, Wheeler Yuta, no, Daniel Garcia, Private Party, Jack Perry's the only one.
I mean, Nick Wayne is only 19. Julia Hart's 22, I think. Hook maybe, but
Kyle Fletcher is the only one. I agree. Kyle Fletcher is like a fucking superstar. But
yeah,
let me tell you the only reason I say but is because he is a star. It's just Kenny Omega's there, Okada's there, Swerve is there, John Moxley's there, Daniel Bryan's there. You got to get all these people to like MJF is there. He has to climb his way quite a bit, but he's a star. Yes.
Some
Goldust.
Lee Coleman said Goldust has
Goldust resigned, bro. So
he did. Young talent.
Yeah, he's in Ring of Honor too.
Yeah, Ring of Honor is gonna have a match at Wrestle Dynasty with Sammy Guevara. Young talent, bro.
How do you feel? Okay, how do you feel about? I would be one. See, Ring of Honor sucks. Let's be honest, it sucks. If they used Ring of Honor like WWE uses NXT, it would be 100 times better.
Yes, but even then, there's no young talent in Ring of Honor. I mean, besides Billy Starks, she's what 18, 19, I think.
Yeah, but that's the other thing is like neither. And you think about it, NXT didn't have anybody, and then they started signing people.
Yeah,
they got to do the same thing.
They got to start doing the same thing. They got to and instead of having people debut on Dynamite, have them debut on Ring of Honor, and then have them move up the ladder like Collision and then Dynamite. You know, I mean, we don't need to see jobbers on Dynamite. That is prime TV time. This is their A show. Yeah.
Oh, bro, you just lost all credibility. Jake Hager, Chris Jericho, Moxley. Only reason I watch AEW, Kyle O'Reilly, bro. What did you like Kyle O'Reilly, dude? I mean, I used to think he was all right in NXT, and then when he got his singles push, I was just like, yeah, this guy sucks. He ain't it. He's got some good matches, bro, but you need some more than that.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I really see NXT, but yeah, I think him with the faction is what works for Kyle O'Reilly. He's just a wrestler, you know, no gimmick, just a wrestler.
Yeah, that's the thing. And see, that's the thing about Ring of Honor is like Chris. I get that they want to give Chris Jericho the title to try to sell TV deals, but let's be honest.
I mean, considering how some of these like Sports Illustrated, ESPN, they all have their favorite wrestler of the year, match of the year, and they don't know nothing about wrestling. I wouldn't be surprised if TK conned somebody out of giving him a TV deal. Just, oh, look, I have Chris Jericho. He's done a lot in the business. He's been in WCW. He's been in WWE.
Goldust? You remember Goldust?
We have him. We have Goldust.
Big Show? Yeah, he's there.
Jeff Jarrett? Remember the goofy outfits? We have him. You remember, by God, JR? We got him as an announcer.
Yeah. I don't know. Ring of Honor is just... They kind of capitalized on so many things with Ring of Honor, but they just didn't.
Yeah. They didn't. I mean, build up Brian Cage as a powerhouse on Ring of Honor instead of just having him in the tag team division right now.
Well, he was Ring of Honor television champion. How do you have a television champion and have no television deal? How does that work?
Right? Do what TNA changed their TV champion to a digital media championship.
Yeah. See, Andrew Johnson. I felt the show was fairly decent tonight. Smaller venue definitely helped, and the crowd had a little energy at times. Ricochet's finding himself in this direction his character's taking. I'm interested in next week to see that feud. Yeah, I'm excited to see that feud as well. The small venue did make it seem a lot better because everything is lit up and you can see everybody, because I hate seeing just like dark abyss.
Yeah.
Because you know that shit was empty.
Yeah. I don't even think they sold out this arena. I'm not trying to talk shit, just trying to be informative. I don't think they sold out.
No, I don't think so either. But I agree. I mean, the show, I mean, I still give it a 5, but that's because
that's fair score.
I know you gave an 8 out of 10, Adrian. So if we were to go down and rate each segment as a thumbs up or thumbs down, you would not get 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're exposing me like we did that one mark a few years back. Oh, yeah. Shit.
He's like, the show was good. The show was amazing. But you know what? I didn't like this match. I didn't like this match. Like, motherfucker, we just talked about like 6 matches that you didn't like.
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
That's the
The
situation.
other guy. The other guy.
But yeah, I mean, let's say there's 10 segments and I didn't like 5 of them, and I did like 5 of them. That's 5
Oh,
out of
yeah,
10.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So as a sicko, you have to add a number or two. Nah.
Oh yeah, you'd be like plus 5 for weave.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, yeah, it was it could have been better. I'm just giving him a 8 as for trying. The picture was better. There's room to improvement. There's always room for improvement in AEW.
Mhm. This is true. See, this is my other question. I made a fucking video about this. Does this
Mhm.
mean the feud with Lashley and Swerve is already dropped?
Nah, I
I
think they're
think
still,
so, unless they add him to the group.
yeah, or unless Sort Strickland was gonna go after Lashley, but I mean Trevor kind of cost him a chance at the Gauntlet match. I mean, you have to go with that, right? It's wrestling storyline 101. You got something brewing, and like I said earlier, Sort Strickland has the title in mind, which Moxie is obviously has a title. He doesn't need it right now.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley's storyline and Trevor's storyline right now. So there's
Trevor
three.
Ricochet.
There's three potential storylines right now. Obviously, if for me, in my opinion, if Swerve's gonna go after the title, he has to win it again, or at least be close to winning it. You can't just be like, oh, he's challenging for the title and you know how some people get title opportunities and they're not gonna win.
Mhm.
So kind of like that. I want Swerve to be built up again so he could give us the impression that he could win or he is gonna win the title.
Yeah. Lee Coleman says, like every gimmick has been recreated, why not have a real wrestler? Chad is too small. So I'm assuming you're talking about Kyle O'Reilly, right? You said that you like him. His character is just a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yes, but who else's character is just a wrestler? And Roderick Strong, you got Shibata Bread.
Hook.
Hook is just a wrestler. Who else is just Will Ospreay? His just a wrestler.
Who else? There's more. I know we're missing a lot more. We talked about this, I think, last episode. I'm going blank. Getting put on the spot.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that no, I would say Adam Cole has some sort of character.
Yeah.
He has the ability to create something. But yeah, I feel like Ishii, his gimmick is the fucking wrestler too.
Yeah.
Like these people are all just wrestlers.
Yeah. And it works well with Chad Gable because he does have the affection and he actually does have a collegiate wrestling background.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has a gimmick, yeah, it works. But these guys are I'm just a wrestler, tough guy. And it's like there's like 6 people on your roster that have the same gimmick and the same character. Mm-hmm. Like do something different. At least put a hat on somebody, put a luchador mask on somebody else, something.
How did he's switching over to WWE? He said in WWE. Oh, okay, in WWE, because being just a wrestler isn't gonna get you over. Like, yeah, Chad Gable when he had 0 character and they switched his name to Shorty G.
Yeah, even American Alpha? Yeah. Him and Chad Gable's
Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah, Chad Gable and Kurt Angle's son.
Jordan.
Jason Jordan, yes. They were the wrestlers, and then they had to split them up because they were like, this gimmick is not going anywhere. Then Shorty G. But yeah, I still think it works well with Chad Gable.
Yeah, it's different. It's more than just being a wrestler now. Like Shibata Bread is literally the wrestler.
Yep. Hook, the wrestler.
I think Dolph Ziggler best in work. Dolph Ziggler, yeah. He's a good wrestler. But he still had a character. Best in the world, right?
He's a good seller. He's a good seller too. That's one thing I like about Dolph Ziggler. Amazing.
Yep. Let's get back on track here. Adrian, MJF announces that he needed that Adam Cole needed an entire army to beat him down, but now he has his eyes set on the Triple B that he never lost, according to him. Yep. So he's got his eyes set on Jon Moxley.
Yeah, I'm glad MJF said that because we all wanted that storyline to end. It was bad when it started. It was bad when they restarted. I'm just glad that shit is over. And Now MJ is going after bigger and better things. Pause on that.
Yeah. So I don't know if I don't remember if he said he was gonna be in the Casino Gauntlet, but I'm assuming he's gonna be in there.
See, and even if he's not, I mean, the diamond ring should at least catapult you somewhere. You can't just have a diamond ring tournament, battle royale, and just here's a prop that you can use as a way to be a heel and a way to win a match.
Yeah.
Just imagine WWE doing a brass knuckles match and William Regal winning it every year.
Yeah. That's true. See, he says Gunther's so boring. Adrian, do you think Gunther's boring?
Trigger me, bro. No, Gunther's not boring. I mean, this mic skills, yes, but wrestling wise, no. Wrestling is there with Gunther. I think he's one of the most overall wrestlers right now. He can't have no bad matches. He can have a good match with just anybody. I want to see that Pentagon match. That's when if he does face Pentagon, that's one match I want to see. Because Pentagon, although he's a luchador, he doesn't wrestle your usual luchador style match. So I want to see what these two can do in a WWE ring.
You said WWE needs a new AJ Styles. Yes, I don't think anybody else can be AJ Styles, man. There can only be one. It's like waiting for a new Rey Mysterio. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, look at Hijo del Vikingo, bro.
Yep.
He's constantly injured. Yeah, it is what it is.
Constantly being told by legends to stop doing that flippy flop shit and calm it down. You don't listen, bro. And I don't know what these guys are. I have it stuck in their minds, but I mean, as a fan, I don't want to see wrestlers get injured. I understand they train this on a daily basis, and I understand they got it and they're professionals. But I mean, we talk about Mustafa Ali last episode about his interview with Stan Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet, yep.
Chris Van Vliet. What about the 450 splash when he was doing it backwards, and he was getting the same pop when he was doing it frontwards? So why risk it? You know?
Yeah. Especially if you're going out there and having to do that shit every fucking night
and every day.
Every night, every day, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. That's not worth it, dude.
Especially when he was only doing those in main event. Sorry to cut you off, but he was only doing those in main event, like on main event, the show, not actual main event shows.
Yeah, and he still got over. I mean, he still got over without doing that move, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, when I was young, when I was like in my 20s, I was like, you know, I would always listen to people and be like, oh, you know, you can't do this shit when you're older because in your body and blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, nah, you know, that's just, no. Yeah, that's true. Everybody that says that shit's got a point. Because my knees is fucked up, bro. And that's for just from playing soccer.
Once a week.
Once a week on shitty fields, bro. I sprained my ankle so many times.
Bro, I think I snapped my knee one time.
Yeah, like I don't know. I never took care of my ankles after I'd sprain them. I'd just be back out there next week with fucking bruised up ankles, dude.
Yep.
And now I'm just like, ugh.
I should have stretched before that game.
I should have stretched. I should have taken like 4 weeks off. Yeah, dude. No, bro, you were fucking there, my guy.
No,
I was playing goalie. And I went up.
Oh yes.
And I landed like on one foot. But I was on somebody's foot, dude. My ankle just went whoop. And I just threw the ball out of bounds, and I just was like limping off, dude. I was like, I took my jersey off. I just left it. I got in my car and I left. I was like, I need to get home before this shit swells up.
Everybody was like, Brian, what the fuck? You just gonna leave us here? I think that was the day I had to take over for goalie for you.
Yeah, dude. I fucking went straight home, and I was like, I need to fucking ice this shit before it swells up in the boot.
The rice what is it? The rice?
Yeah, rice. Rest, ice. Or is it rest, ice, compression, and elevation?
Elevate, yep. That helped me a lot of weekends, bro, especially on Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah, but fuck, man. I mean, it was a decent episode of Dynamite. It was exciting for the Max. I don't think a casual fan that might have accidentally tuned in or was curious is going to want to continue watching, because you had to get past Orange Cassidy and Hangman Adam Page. You had to get past a lot of promos. You got to get past the Hurt Syndicate and the Acclaimed not even wanting to help his partner.
Yeah.
You had to get past Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart's terrible match.
Yeah.
Just to get to Jay White, Roderick Strong. I mean, the main event was good. The main event was my Baja Blast match of the night, but you got to get through a lot to get there.
Yeah, and then just imagine you being a casual fan, just randomly scrolling through Max, seeing Powerhouse Hobbs come out. You're like, who is this guy, and why is he not in WWE? You see his match, and you're like, really? Against two jobbers? Like, I mean,
oh yeah, and that match too, yeah.
WWE, I hate, and I'm a sicko, bro. I glaze AEW when it needs to be glazed, bro. Pause on that. But the squash matches, they need to get rid of those.
Yeah. Lee says, you guys are too funny. Where y'all from? California, my guy.
California. Oh, yeah. Lee's a first-time viewer, right? Do you usually comment?
I think I've seen him in the comments before, but first-time viewer. I don't think I've seen him on here before.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us. We're live after every Monday Night Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown, after every pay-per-view except NXT. That's just too much wrestling. But yeah.
Brian, any final topics or anything? I think we covered pretty much everything.
No, that's everything, Adrian. I mean, I'm excited for Friday, 3 hours of SmackDown.
Oh, that's when it starts?
This Friday, 3 hours of SmackDown. Andrade versus Shinsuke. Banger of a match we're going to have.
Fucking bangers. Who else is fighting that match? Who else is fighting on Friday?
They announced another match. I forget who it is. So that's the only one I remember. Oh, Nia Jax versus
Naomi for the title. I'm excited for that one. It is a questionable why she's getting a title. Nia Jax hasn't gotten pinned by anybody. But hey, they're built. Knowing WWE, when they do random matches like this, it's obviously going to lead up to something. So maybe Jade Cargill might
coming out, being announcing she got attacked.
And she's gonna be like,
they're gonna rip each other's wigs off.
They're gonna be. Jay Carter's gonna come out. She's like, I saw the footage. I know who attacked me. And then they're gonna stop and then probably announce it for the following week. If they build it up, they just hope the wrestling's behind it, though.
They're gonna say, I have backstage footage of where I was afraid for my life. That's what it's gonna be, bro.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, if they're probably going to show it. Reminds me of like when Shawn Michaels was attacked by Triple H back in the day.
Yes.
That's what it's going to be. But that's when he got his head smashed into the limousine, to the glass. Real glass, asshole.
Real. Hey, at least he get run over.
Yeah, at least he didn't get run over. Shit. Well, yeah, awesome, Lee. Hopefully we get to see you again real soon on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our show for the day. I mean, we just reviewed the entire show. We have a bunch of videos on YouTube. Follow us, subscribe. We got interviews with Earl Hebner, Heath Slater, Buff Bagwell. Who?
Sam Adonis,
Psycho Clown. Yeah, check us out.
Kayla Becker,
formerly known as Kayla Braxton. We have an interview with her as well. But that's everything. See ya on Friday. Stay triggered, everybody. Deuces.